9.
That hurts to rotate James and not find anything.
There's so much wasted time. He's going to now blink his way back mid. Level 4.5 to the Ember. He's level 5. Ember not as high level as he could be because he's been sharing XP with Nyx, but still dominating the lane. Well and truly looking more and more like an anti-mage versus the world kind of game with the start that Execration has had.
Is that something that's still... Oh, I might have hold that thought as down. Is that something that's still viable though? I feel like we've seen a couple of anti-mage games go well, but it often is off the back of the rest of the team also having a good time and making space for him. Can he do anti-mage games in the world in modern meta?
It's possible because of how well his hero matches up against Fnatic's lineup. Very good at dealing with Nature's Prophet. Veno doesn't really scare you at all with the magic damage. We may see more of a physical damage Veno build. If anything, I'd love to see that if Argent farms well. The question is, can he actually farm while he's being pressured a decent amount in lane? He may not be able to find that good farm. See if they can find any more kills. This Invis Rune on QO could potentially set up some aggression.
He's holding on to it still for the moment, but obviously if he ends up leaving the lane at any point, Execration are going to have to be worried.
He was level 6 though. This ultimate is a big boost in damage anywhere on the map. Not to mention he can actually TP in as well.
3 points in Treants. If he does manage to find a kill on any of these heroes, it could be a pretty quick and easy tower as well.
Being ganked though. 2 heroes down here is Rubik TPs and the third is walking.
Night Stalker, no points in silence. So the ways to break a TP right now are Rubik Lift as well as a silence if he uses his ability to TP out. Potato still chasing. They're in range. The orb is there as well. No level 6 right now. Raging Potato and is going to end up dropping down the trees as well. Ohio trying to back out. He ends up popping out, creating a couple of trees. Wants to turn it, but is still going to die nonetheless. They get out for all the trouble.
It's pretty cool. He sprouted himself and then used a Tingo out, so he gets some extra heal out of that, while also like vision blocking his enemies. But Night Stalker, of course, able to fly. Actually, does not get fogged by it, so more counterplay.
Set up wants to take down, but gets the chains.
Oh boy, killing free.
Nothing. Fear not your death.
Nyx with mana burn has been incredibly effective. There are a few games of mana burn, but against the Quap, something you see it against the Darkseer, he's had a very high impact. Incredibly annoying.
Do you like the idea of maxing it second after Impale, or do you think that it's just too value having the Spike Carapace?
I think the Carapace is a setup. Because you've got you can guarantee a proc against a lot of puck spells, Queen of Pain spells, so it sets up the Impale. Impale is just not a reliable stun, so you want to be able to set it up whenever possible.
Big fight here going on. Ohio, if he is able to get out of here somehow, some way, they still fly up, but they haven't been able to bring down Ohio. Trying to man up against the Puck. Puck's not going to be able to take down Ohio. Out. That one hurt so badly. James, though, comes in to clean up, and now QO has James gone too far. He doesn't have his Flame Guard up, still on a little bit of a cooldown. DJ here as well, trying to amp up that damage being dealt to James. They have all of the Fatal Bonds onto the creeps, but it doesn't look like it's quite going to be enough to kill him off as of yet. So James gets out.
He's lucky the Searing Chains went to the creeps, not him. I was surprised to see Rubik actually pull with the Telekinesis Q into the tower, because it actually set him up to get a good chains onto the Quap, but creeps bailed James out there. Continuing to struggle. Luckily does get the one kill for himself on the Nature's Prophet. Speaking of which, he's back bottom. Again, applying pressure, just not letting go. This bottom lane aggression. QO's also rotating back in.
This is, I guess, what they really want to do is just take down the tower early with the Nature's Prophet. For now, and not quite top net worth.
Doing well, but he needs some of his team. He needs both, at least one of his 2 cores to also get some good farm and have a good game. He can't afford to have both of his cores get shut down, which for the most part has been what has happened. You look at the net worth, and 4 of the top 5 are on the dire side. Nyx has more farm than the 2 solo laners of Execration. That is a big, big thing.
Bevy's been having a great game for himself. They are going to get the Dream Coil out here, and it looks like he's going to end up dying. The epitome of Caster's Curse, but
yeah. Unfortunately, didn't have mana for Vendetta away, but he's very high level. immediately will probably TP to a lane with Vendetta and look for a pick-off on respawn. They even consider trying to gank the anti-mage with a teammate or two.
Yeah, they're a little bit low HP right now. And it's kind of hard to maintain that sustain and HP with the Venom in your lane. Still Ohio keeping the pressure bottom. See where it is indeed that Nyx Assassin wants to go. But you've got to imagine that if you're Execration right now, you know that the Vendetta is going to be coming.
Yeah, they saw the Nyx in his levels, and as soon as you kill him, you know that Nyx's plan is like, okay, no longer am I going to sit in a lane, time to go and gank a lane. Nando, he's been scouted here, but they're going to need an extra bit of stun or lockdown to kill an anti-mage. If anything, Chemo may be the better target here. They haven't got any follow-up stunts for the Nyx is the big problem here. DJ just level 4. Still gonna go for this.
They want it real bad. There's the mana burn, and like you said, just no way to do it.
Invis was just squaring off without like an Ember Spirit and enabling for Searing Chains. They weren't going to get that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Maybe we see QO. Do you like the idea of going for early bots on him with like Nature's Prophet always able to create some trees?
Yeah, I would have perhaps personally preferred it over this Veil rush that he's doing. Again, I don't think it's necessarily obviously better, but I think given the nature of the aggression and the fact they've got Nyx roaming around ganking, Nature's Prophet who can TP anywhere on the map for a gank, having a Boots of Travel and Ember could be very valued this game. Ember top is getting aggressive as
Radiant's middle tower
not going to
is
find
under
a kill,
attack.
but yeah, I definitely think after the Veil he'll go with Boots of Travel. Could have definitely considered it even before if he wanted to.
Bottom lane, Mana Void catching on Ohio and is going to end up dying there. James able to pick up that kill with a little bit of help from the anti-mates. The double blink strat. Fnatic push that Bloodseeker again.
This is the tough part, I think, for Nature's Prophet. You're very strong in the first 5-10 minutes in lane, but once your opponents get some levels, you have to be very careful about not going down too often.
Good silence there, but I don't think it's going to be enough to keep Puck alive. Down here bottom, they're also able to find themselves another. The Rubik got caught by the Mana Burn, able to steal it back, but is not able to save his life. So Rubik goes down as well, and Ohio is even going to TP in, I'm sure. Summons the trees, take the tower.
Yeah, he wants to stick with his team more now. He doesn't want to go to that bottom lane alone. That's where Anti-Mage Quap will just kind of gank him up. Nightstalk is very scary to deal with as well, so good time to start joining up for the gank into push kind of strat. Ember, Nyx lead the gank, they find a kill, Nyx probably TP's in, helps secure it, and then helps make sure they can secure some towers to follow up the pickoffs.
Puck there.
He's going in aggressive.
End up using his orb.
Oh,
That would have been big if they could have found the chain. He said.
Needs the wand, and also doesn't have backup there, so I think it's unlikely to be a kill regardless. Decent still on Plague Wards. Rubik comes in quickly just to grab them off Argent, and that will help defend these towers. Mid lane, meanwhile, this guy's dominating. He's down.
Right. Easy one there. Limek is going to be punished for that, of course, as he's around the map. You can watch out for those kills. And it's still the anti-mage who's been left alone. Like 71 CS at this point, 12 minutes in, he's getting close to a Battle Fury. Like you said, you need another core. Potato might end up dying up top, but still it's feeling like this is a game where anti-mage can't take over if he's left alone for a while. It doesn't feel like Fnatic are going to offer him that possibility.
Yeah, and I think there was a couple approaches you can take to try and stop that. Either go all in, like early game aggression, or you just try and get some Midases and match the anti-mage in the late game. But now it's all in aggression. Veno's queued up a drum. That's not an item you'd normally expect to see. I think if you wanted to go for the late game, Veno goes like Midas, Dragonlance, like he goes right-click farming items. Veno actually scales very nicely as a right-click carry with some of his talents. He gets plus 75 damage, he gets extra poison sink slow, he gets some health and 15 as well.
Trying to block off their way with the Plague Wards here. There's a battle going on down on the south side as well. R is going to go down. It looks like Ajit might be able to... Nah, he's not going to get away unless the Nyx Assassin can turn this back around and save his life. Night Stalker, they wanted it. Nando still chasing, but he's going to have to let Ajit get out of there. And, well, the Night Stalker barely away on very limited HP. Barely I think he will, at least. They're still sort of
Radiant's
looking.
middle tower is under attack.
He spots him, he gets him. Night Stalker trying to run away. They do have the global teleport, of course.
Could TP in.
Yeah. But
may actually find him. I don't know if he saw he had no mana or no TP, but he's not gonna. Could you go looking?
He spots him again there. Levick trying to get out.
Kill.
That was so weird.
He's a good Nature's Prophet player.
So you mentioned the drum on the... Oh, this is a big kill if they can get it. Febby, they got him! Ended up getting going for the bounty room. Yeah, that really hurts.
It's been the, I think, the theme of a lot of Fnatic's drafts, picking comfort heroes. You see it with QO Ember, the Ohio Nature's Prophet, and the plays are coming out from these two already, giving Fnatic a lot of early towers, early kills, but here come Execration to stop and slow them down.
Big kill if they can get it. They jump forward onto Ohio to start the fight. Febby, they think about it, they turn back around with the Warlock ulti. Ohio still staying alive in this one. The Sonic Wave, it is going to be enough to kill him off. Raging Potato low on mana, but still trying to get away from them here. And Nando's showing up for the fight as still looking to take down TJ. He's going to be controlled. QO doesn't have enough mana for chains. Oh, he ends up popping the wand, and that's going to be enough for the kill. Very well played. Ajit now about to find Raging Potato. Chase him down, drops the ulti. That puck is out of there. I believe it's going to die.
That is a huge fight. The Warlock was just ready for that aggression to come in. Nature's Prophet gets gone on and does ultimately die since he hasn't got the defensive capabilities against that kind of aggression, but it set up the perfect Rock Fatal Bonds combo. I think Quap lucky to have survived on about 80 HP with the Fatal Bonds, just that there wasn't any follow-up damage to completely kill her off, but that would have been a disaster fight if she had died as well. Even so, you see the result is 4 net worth leaders all on the dire side, and QO is just feeling it. He just wants to keep on playing aggressive.
He throws out a remnant there to kill off James. Wasn't quite able to do it. He needed a couple more seconds before he was going to have a second one off cooldown. And I guess the only thing that you maybe need to be a little bit worried about for Fnatic is they have fully itemized for this early game pressure, like double drums on their lineup as well.
Yep.
But it doesn't really feel like there's much that Execration can do to stop it and hold off the game, really.
They've got the 1 Midas on Nyx, and I think now that you've got the Venos Midas, perhaps he's going to say, okay, we've secured the early to mid game, maybe now he goes a bit greedier. I think that his drums wasn't necessary considering Nature's Prophet had one, but we'll definitely see some elements of greed slip back in from Fnatic now that they have map control. They're probably going to feel like they can't actually break high ground despite having this big 8k gold lead. So the greed will kind of come back. It's going to be more greed around the whole idea they have map control. So they're going to control all the farm on the map. It's going to be very hard for Execration to leave their base. Because of that, you can out-farm Execration and turn this like 9k gold lead to a 15k gold lead, then a 20k gold lead.
The Plague Ward's stolen from Rubik is, like you said earlier, very huge too for trying to hold off against high ground. But like you mentioned, if it is still only farming 1 wave at a time, Rubik's getting the majority of those kills with Plague Wards. It's not really what you need out of your team.
So looks like Roche is on the agenda for Fnatic. The Warlock, Offering's about to be back up. I think realistically the team fight of Execration just isn't really there to fight this, but they are smoked. They actually want to go have a go. This just seems very opportunistic of them. I don't really see this working too well.
All right, let's watch if they can do it. Darkness is going to be popped immediately. The Sonic Wave, not what they needed. Oh God, let it end. Execration just eviscerated in the river.
Kind of how I saw that one go. And they jump Warlock and burst him down, perhaps. Oh, it's done.
Yeah.
Big.
Wants to get away. He's going to pop the Flame Guard. And, well, you know, magic on magic damage. He's trying to get out of there, but QO just is having none of it.
He's got DD too. He's got some physical. Roche will be secured, and all for nothing. Febby is like, anyone else lurking around? Let's dive some towers, see what we can find, but Roche looks like it has got a Veil. Oh no, sorry, that's QO with a Veil. He's going Radiance. He's the one who's going to get the Aegis. Ajit is going to pick up a Hood, so he is going to go very early. They want to end this game fast, have a way to push high ground.
Radiant's courier
QO going to be kind of the late game insurance policy.
Looks like he ended up popping a Remnant, maybe going to head back home also. Nando, 18 minutes, finishes off the Battle Fury. It's a tough game for the Anti-Mage. Like, this is sort of what we were talking about in the draft, though, too. Where we felt like they needed something that could fight earlier, and this is the problem with that not happening, is now you're left in this situation without any way to stop the push.
This puck just got owned so hard bottom lane. That's definitely one of the biggest issues. You give the puck a 1v1 lane. He's meant to be the hero that does okay in lane, can then be a tempo controller and fight early on, but he's been playing catch-up all game.
Battle of Ruin over here by the Ancient. That is going to be a dead Rubik. And looks like the Night Stalker will get out. In the meantime, Febby is still chasing the puck, who is going to be able to walk away. Raging Potato just gets the CP out. And, well, top lane now, they've caught the anti-mage, the hero that was meant to be the be-all, end-all.
I don't feel it like it.
I'm getting angry about this.
Pretty neutered at this point by Fnatic's aggression.
Radiant's top tower.
Last game, they put on quite a show, and with this game, I don't know what the hell you do. This is just, it's so impossibly hard to deal with this. It's Plague Wards on RR yet again. But
Dire's bottom tower.
Kyo TP's bottom to defend, but he's left a remnant behind so he can rejoin his team fairly soon. So he may just want to finish off his Radiance if he can before coming back. He's got the money, but doesn't have the courier. The pipe means this quad puck duo are not going to be dishing out much damage. Like, it's already an underfarm puck, and now we're looking at even less damage up, but there's no Veil or anything like that on him. The Veil is on the quad. Very hard to take fights. Execration are going to maybe look to use this nighttime to get initiation. The Warlock has Rock back up, though, and if he positions well, it is so hard to do.
we're going to jump on the Venomancer.
Ready.
This is not going to end well. They don't even actually need to use it. Immediately, Execration are like, yeah, let's not do that anymore.
Definitely hightail it out of there.
Ohio wanting to come in and take him down. Nonetheless, chains on to 2. That is going to be a hell of a lot of damage. The Quap is dead. The Rubik's dead. Night Stalker's dead.
Ohio's like the most selfless player. He's like, he TP's in 4 heroes knowing that he's likely going to die, but his team are going to win a fight. He is like the definition of a selfless offlane player in my mind. Never thinks about himself or the outcome for his hero. It's always about the outcome for his team. TP's in, dies for the cause, and Fnatic are on high ground. Do have an anti-mage split pushing top, getting a tier 1 tower, but at this point, losing racks, you don't care about losing a tier 1 and anti-mage cases.
Again, Puck, it's just, it hurts every time seeing him go down like that. You've got that anti-mage, like you said, he's up there in the top lane, but QO just wants to dive deep for them. He's going to be able to kill off that Rubik another time. 8 to 27, and maybe they end up getting a tier 2 tower here. Nando is doing whatever he can. This game feels, I mean, it's over. There's nothing to do.
There's no point in anti-mage coming back to defend. All he can do is split push, and they're going to die even further.
Yeah, it's killing him. And Lumic is just going to try and run away. It's an ultra kill for QO.
Oh, anti-mage will just keep telling his team, like, guys, this Ember has an Aegis. What can I do? I'm just going to, this is my job. This is what you picked anti-mage for.
You know, I think I got reported in a game for doing this one time. Pubs don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, this anti-mage is doing the right thing, but it's more like the fact this game is just kind of lost at this point, as you said. Very little they can do. QO tries to TP back, gets it cancelled by a Dream Coil.
Okay.
But Febby's dead to defend top. I mean, you're not going to give up a Rax at this point. You can finish off bottom lane with 3-4 heroes. You've got an Aegis. QO doesn't really care what happens right now. They may even go for the third lane. Febby forces the AM to TP, and then he's already headed back to the Radiant base.
And we're going to see exactly why it is that the anti-mage didn't TP back, because there's nothing that he can really do to stop this at all. And
yep.
This is
still 30 seconds of Aegis left. QO is unkillable in the sense that he has got the 2 lives to work with. He's going to kill him twice.
It actually is going to expire in 17 seconds.
Found Quap in the side.
Oh, Queen of Pain, run away! There's a Remnant forward as well. If they wanted, they could just dive for James, but yeah, it's Execration staying in until the bitter end, and it is quite bitter for them indeed.
Goes to back off, get his regen before going back in. Does lose the regen.
Okay.
But he's got plenty of regen.
This is the part, this is the line in the sand. Go for it, everybody. They're trying to take him down. Nando trying to burn through the mana, but it was never going to be enough. Mana Boy's the most ineffective one we've seen in a while. They kill off the Ember, but God, they lose the game. Sad trombone indeed, James. Well, Gods, Fnatic 2-0. What do you think?
They're good. They're very individually talented in QO.
2 mid kind of area.
Huge in this game.
We're waiting for Central to show us. Maybe they've seen it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Great. It's a waste.